So my name is Dirts, and I'm self-proclaimed visionary at Erica Synths. I started a company more than 10 years ago, and gradually we became one of most recognized names in synthesizer world. Everything added somehow up to this accident of me inventing to make synthesizers. I was a physics teacher, I was also a math teacher, and I taught also metal design and jewelry and stuff, so it was quite diverse, because I worked in one of schools was arts school. And also, before I started studies in university, I was in DIY electronics a lot, which kind of paved my road to interest into electronics and specifically electronic music. For 20 years I worked in advertising, first as I was an account manager and then director of strategy, and last 10 years I was running the advertising agency as a CEO. And that again contributed on a great deal to my organizational skills, to skills to run a business, and to develop like personal creativity as well, because like advertising, it's all about creativity. And synthesizers actually merge all these skills. When I was a young teenager, like I was 13 or something, I borrowed a book, I stole a book from my physics class about DIY electronics. That was a book from 1960s or something, with electronic valve designs, and so I was a lot. I started to design some circuits, not design, but to build some electronic circuits, radio receivers, amplifiers, and somehow I navigated towards electronic music instruments. In secondary school, I heard Sex Pistols for first time, and then we said, well, we need to make punk rock band, because we did not have any access to instruments. I built guitars from scratch, distortion pedals, and so when my son was 8 or 9, I decided to build him an electronics exploration constructor. So I built small boxes which he could interconnect and build electronic circuits, like LEDs, switches, some electric motors, potentiometers. And then I decided I need to make something that makes sound. I built small beeper box, and then I decided I need to make something that makes musical sounds. I went on internet and I was amazed about DIY community. And then over the course of 3-4 years, I built literally all projects which were available online back then, and I built some huge Frankenstein modular system. And then I realized I have something to say to the community, because I had access to some weird components which were not available in Western countries. And I built my first DIY kits, which I started to sell on forums. People liked them, and soon I realized that this is becoming kind of business, which I was running from my bedroom. So it was like the company started literally in my bedroom. Here was my desk. I was soldering and assembling kits, and there was my bed where I was preparing kits for shipping and so on. And in a couple of years, it turned into like real business, with some colleagues joining. And yeah, we treat 2015 September 1 as the like real start of Erica Synths as a company. What we do, we actually keep in-house all creative work, development, marketing, design, but we outsource all routine work, meaning that manufacturing is actually made in 3 factories in Latvia, and I'm proud of doing everything in Latvia, because Latvia has one of the best infrastructures in the world for electronics manufacturing. All routine work is outsourced. We do fun stuff, and we really enjoy it. And also, you know, every person in Erica Synth is unique and crazy in a way. So, and I even think that, you know, there is very hard to find replacement for any of us, which is beautiful in a one way, but in another way it's a bit risky. I mean, Erica Synth is contributing a lot to promoting culture of electronic music. We have our garage website, which is about interviews with artists, about streaming their performances or filming them, and also because of my teacher background, I found extremely important to promote electronic music in education, and not only music but also electronic engineering. So basically for education we have two major directions. One is our educational DIY kits, which is more about getting people interested in electronics design and in electronics engineering. Another thing is Bullfrog, which is about teaching music technology in music classes. There was some interesting coincidence that Richie Hovtin addressed us, and he wanted to develop a synthesizer that grows with a kid as he grows, you know. And initially we wanted to have a synthesizer for basically for toddlers that that make their first steps in exploring the world in general. But then we quickly realized that that's almost impossible task. So we ended up with a synthesizer which is intended to teach both science of sound and music technology and music performance. So, and as a physics teacher in past, I realized that this is so important to show that science does not stay in classes in form of formulas, but those formulas turn into something useful and something beautiful, and music is a great thing that actually connects it. So you figure out and you really understand how sound is made, and then you turn it into musical sounds, music, and electronic music specifically that we promote. So yes, we developed Bullfrog with the user interface that is teacher and student friendly. So you explain what is the signal flow in a synthesizer, because it has color-coded interface. It is easy to understand. It is easy to focus on individual modules. With doing workshops like these, we actually want students to go back to basics and do this sound exploration and building sounds from scratch. And once you understand this, you feel way more confident in running software synthesizers in DAWs, or maybe some of them will take different path and really stay with hardware synthesizers, or become producers, or maybe even develop their own synthesizers. Use hardware synthesizers. Yes. You must know the talks in music industry that artificial intelligence is taking over vocal production in general. You know that you can easily make a pop song in 40 minutes, which is like proper one. But obviously, at the moment, they lack creativity, but AI improves, and we do not need to wait long till it will be able to produce like song which is indistinguishable for human-produced thing. But AI will never throw out a TV set from hotel window while staying during the tour, you know. Meaning the performance aspect is superior. So if you find creative means to perform your music, then this is a real opportunity for today's students. And of course, performance involves real synthesizers and working with hardware and actually tweaking knobs. So I think that's a way to go. And of course, this is not to promote my business, which is making synthesizers. This is really how I genuinely feel about these threats from artificial intelligence, because only human can properly perform, you know, and be appreciated from the crowd, you know.